There she is.
There she is.
There she is.
Hi.
Guys, I'm feeling sassy with my dark hair lately. I'm having like a moment with the edgy lipstick. Tonight's gonna be edgy, is what I'm feeling. Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning into a pitch, please. We're gonna go down the line and give our best pitch, please. One.
Pitch, please.
Thank you, Martina. What do you got?
Pitch, please.
Brenton.
Pitch, please.
I felt that. I
Yeah,
felt that.
you did,
I
yeah.
really.
You said edgy.
Ooh.
You said edgy. I'm wearing
A lot
red
of
and black.
You're edgy.
These are my high school colors. I'm feeling edgy tonight.
You're feeling edgy.
I love my high school colors too.
Those are your high school colors?
It's good. It's a great color combination. Red and black.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's intimidating.
Hillcrest Panthers. Yeah, we got
Those are
crushed
my
all
high
the
school
time,
colors.
But, you know, whatever.
Did your high
Red
school
and
colors?
black.
Harker Heights Knights.
Who? Harker Heights Knights.
Harker Heights Knights. We were the Harker Heights
Okay.
Knights.
Parks, the
Okay,
fighting parks.
Somebody was doing a bit.
I would love to see them on my schedule.
Oh, it was not. It was not great. We weren't great. Thank you guys for tuning into Pitch Please. Our weekly episode. It's like a podcast live with cameras and snacks and
people back
games
there.
and people
Yeah.
and.
The whole crew.
We heard actually that this is everyone's favorite episode to watch along. So I'm like, damn.
I enjoy it a lot. I think
Yeah.
it's fun. It's like that.
It's it's interactive. You know, people get to chime in, ask questions, comment. We get to comment back. It's like doing a podcast, but live and people get to be a part of the podcast.
And they get to see these
Yeah.
outfits that we have today,
Yeah.
which is important for tonight's episode. Tonight we are dressed as flag colors. Flag colors like in NASCAR or football or what's another sport? Can't think of a single other
With a
sport.
flag?
What's a
Soccer.
flag? Soccer has flags. So I'm going to introduce
Cards.
Red card.
Oh, cards, okay. Yes, I forgot all of my sports. But I'm excited to introduce you guys to my co-host. I'm Christiana, and today I'm the yellow flag. Yellow flag on the play is caution. Things aren't right. We should review this once again. And as the mom of the group, I feel I'm not an actual mom. I'm the protective, the defensive character of the group. Yellow kind of suits me. I only own one yellow shirt, so here I am. Mustardy. It's a little bit mustard. How does it look on camera? I feel like it looks.
Oh, it
great.
looks great.
Look at that.
With your
Little-
lipstick, it's just.
Oh yes,
Thank you.
it's popping.
I feel like together you and I could be McDonald's spokesman.
Or like the perfect shades of. Yeah. Okay. To my left, Juan here in our black and white, checkered-y, the finish line, if you will, because he's the
I have
only, the only one who's tricked somebody into marrying them on this stage. So
Twice.
Oh,
Wow.
twice. Wow. We didn't want to say what you did. Tricked somebody into marrying him twice. Two different people. Two lucky ladies. And further along here, Martina, who's extra glam in green. She's
Yes.
green. Green means go. You're always down to start something new.
And it reminds me of money, too. You know what I
And
mean?
money. You're
The
always
best
about
flag
a
there
marketing
is.
moment.
Yeah.
And really, we framed this whole episode around Brent, the red flag. And it speaks, I think you speak for yourself here.
Walking red flag.
A walking
Yeah. Absolutely. If you want to know any sort of red flags from guys and dating, just ask me or watch me or talk to me or just look at me. Clearly.
Clearly a red flag.
Yeah.
No, we think you're great. You know what? Yesterday was your birthday. And how did you feel about it?
Well,
What was it like?
It was on a Tuesday.
Hmm.
And you know, I took half of Friday off. My boss was like, "But it's Tuesday." I was like, "No one does anything on Tuesday. Is the redheaded stepchild of days.
It's
Tuesday,
the red flag
Oh,
of
yeah.
days.
Yeah, it's the red flag of all days. Like Tuesday, they had to make it Taco Tuesday just to get people to give a shit about it.
Hmm.
It's boring unless it's payday.
Yeah.
You know, it's so yeah, nothing. So cool.
Hmm.
Thanks for reminding me.
Sorry about that.
Um,
It doesn't count this year anyway.
that's
Doesn't
what that's what I said.
We're just going to skip
There's no
right ahead.
yeah, same year, same age, nothing's changing.
Yeah. No, I'm never going to turn 30. I don't want to turn 30. This year
No,
doesn't
I'm
not
count.
My boy Gerald says what's up.
Gerald, thanks for tuning
He's a good
in.
dude.
Look at this
Yeah,
font
that's
we
what he
have.
meant. What up, Gerald?
Oh, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, he's cool.
That's sweet.
I should know that because I tag him in almost every matchmaking
See,
post
I'm
there is.
you know that I get in the weeds of the wingman. You're up here, you know,
Yeah,
just laying down the order,
right.
and I'm down here like just getting to know people, what they're looking for. Red flags.
Red flags.
Sure.
Red flags come up quite a bit these days. Well, we're going to test out a new format. I think it's kind of like Whose Line meets Pardon the Interruption, if you guys watch ESPN. We've got some scenarios and situations we're going to run through tonight, but you get to see them on your screen and follow along. But before we do that, I want to spend 2 seconds thanking our sponsor. Twisted Trompo sent us a lot of tacos. It's not Tuesday, but today those tacos were great.
Yes.
So thank you so much for sending us delicious treats every week.
It's always Tuesday at Twisted Trompo.
Yeah.
That's their slogan.
You can have that.
That's
It's
good.
free. Go ahead, take
That's
that.
good.
Do they have a slogan? I should
They do
call
now.
somebody.
It's always Tuesday.
You're welcome.
It's always Tuesday here. Come on.
You're welcome.
I don't
Now,
wanna get
judging by what I just said about Tuesday, that might not be great, but
No,
you know.
Yeah, Brent ruined it.
no one cares about Tuesdays. It is the
Move to
stepchild of the
Thursday.
week. Okay, it's always Wednesday, and Wednesdays are for tacos these days. But thank you
Okay.
so much, Twisted Trompo. 2 locations. One's open 24 hours, which is a nice opportunity to go to Garland if you're ever interested in driving to Garland. And another great location in downtown Dallas. It's easy to jump in, and dining room's not open yet, which I kind of like because you can just jump in, jump out. To-go margaritas, though. Emphasis on the
That's huge.
to-go margaritas.
And it's dope. Like, I drove past it, and I sent you guys a picture. It looks awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't. I thought I was thinking of another place, and when I saw it, I was like, that is a dope ass taco place. It's not like Rusty Taco or any of these other ones. Like,
Yeah.
it has a cool little vibe to it. It looks like a place I'd go to.
Yeah, I go there
Good plug.
Yeah,
every morning.
I go there.
Every morning?
It's becoming
Like
a
a
problem.
morning taco, like a breakfast.
They do breakfast
taco?
tacos.
Okay.
A morning taco.
Sorry. Try to
morning
put that
taco?
in.
Do you get a morning taco or do you get a night taco?
Oh boy, breakfast
Ugh.
tacos, and I go there every day. They are so sweet, and they're like literally they're always asking me like, "What are you doing today? What are you up to?" I'm like, "Same thing every day,
Same
guys.
Having a taco.
You see me every day. It's nice to see you guys. Everyone knows my name. They think I do the news, which I think is funny because they're like, "Oh, you going to the news today?" I'm like, "Nope, that was last week, not this week." But
I thought that forever.
that I was a newscaster.
Yeah, I was just like,
Wait, you're not?
yeah.
No, that's. Thank you for tuning in live to Channel 10 News today. No, they're really wonderful, and like they really do treat me like family, and so I'm so lucky that they get to
Yeah.
fill me
So
up
are
with
we.
soda
Yes.
and caffeine. Well, let's kick things off. We're gonna talk quickly about the past pitches of our past, the ghosts of our I don't know, not ghosts, they were great. Past pitches. We've had a lot of really wonderful people on the show so far. Last week though was Tori, pitched
Mhm.
by her friend Mitch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mitch the pitcher
Mitch the
almost
bitch.
saw a naked man, I think, in the
Almost.
behind Mitch.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Man.
A first, really.
Yeah, a
So
first.
if you haven't tuned into an episode of the pitch, that might be a good one to tune into because it was lively and almost nude. It almost was one of those things like on the news where someone's like husband walks behind them while they're
Mhm.
zooming in.
It was it was like one of those uncomfortable moments where you want to be like, I just need to stop you, right? Like, can you just before we see some, because it was lively, but it wasn't going to be lovely.
It was a little
Oh.
too lively.
Yeah.
Too likely. I feel like we were trying to warn him and he didn't really. He was like, "Huh." We were like, is that what's behind you? And he just
He's
didn't
like, oh, that's just Greg.
whatever.
That's
It's
just Greg.
Greg,
He
my
does
roommate.
this.
But Tori was really great. She had some funny stories about dating situations. She joined an all-male softball team,
Yep.
thinking she was gonna find love on the
Yeah,
softball
it was
team.
an
but
all-gay
all
softball team.
gay
It's all out
softball
there.
team.
Yeah.
Confused the guy and gay. It was like all guys, but really it was all gays.
Yeah.
And but she found a friend like
Yeah.
me. She was great.
That's definitely something that would have been in a sitcom.
Yeah.
It
for
had
sure.
it is
Oh,
a
yeah.
it is a
Or that's a basis of it. Like she went for that and then got her best friend, and then because that was in Oklahoma, and then they moved here
yeah.
together before he went there. So
That should be our next show.
yeah.
Our next.
Hey, there
There she is. She was so
There she is.
cute. She was so
I
cute.
think she's had some success. She was getting DM slides before the show even
Yeah,
started.
that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had like 3 or 4. But yeah, I think that she may have had drinks last week. So
Okay.
I
Alright,
can't
Tori?
confirm who.
Oh.
It's not in here, but I'm
Oh.
just saying.
So it wasn't
like,
you.
No, it
so
wasn't
It
me.
could only be you.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't me. No,
It
wasn't me.
wasn't me. Martina?
No, it wasn't me. No.
We're
No.
saving ourselves
That
for
damn
Katie.
sure wasn't
Yeah,
me.
Katie's the only girl that I'll.
Katie was our favorite.
Yeah.
I miss Katie. Katie was our Iowa single girl.
Mm-hmm.
She runs social media for an RV company, so we've just really been trying to incentivize her to take that RV on a tour to come visit us so she can come be on the show. She's
Yeah.
the only one who tunes in every week, other than my mom, to scold me about my language. But she was wonderful. Who else has been like Zinga? I saw her today. She was
Yep.
so funny. It was just cool to hear. Like, she loved being one with us, but
Yeah.
to just do something different. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are tired. People are bored. We're on red alert now, Judge Clay Jenkins. Can you please
Red alert.
get us out of red alert?
Red
Red
alert.
flag.
Red alert. Red flag alert.
So hopefully we keep things open. If not, we're gonna have to tune in live every day, every week virtually.
We'll just hang out here.
We'll just hang out here,
Yeah.
safety, quarantine here.
Just do 24-hour episodes.
Oh,
It
God.
sounds like
Yeah,
the
like
worst
telethon.
thing
Yeah,
I've ever.
telethon,
Yeah.
you know?
We take ships.
sounds
Yep,
horrible.
You
Oh,
can call in and tell us to do crazy things and different impersonations and money go to like charity or something like that.
we
Yeah, except for this one, I think we would take
$17.
that. We would have that money come here. You know.
Yeah, all $18.
We are the
we could
charity.
raise. Yeah.
I
You could
said
donate to us,
charity.
please. Oh, there's Zing. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, that's
She's
good.
the cutest. I literally, and I hate when people ask this to me because you never know how to respond. I literally asked her, why don't you have 1 billion followers?
Mm.
Like, everything she does is hilarious or beautiful. And that's what she looks like in real life. There's no, like,
Not filtered,
that's what
yeah.
she looks like
Yeah, that's her.
when she came to my home today.
I
was like,
loved-
what the hell?
I loved in her pitch when Heidi was basically like, well, she actually doesn't really need a wingman. She doesn't need to be pitched at all because
No.
she just does it herself and she reels guys in like nothing she's ever seen before.
It was
Yeah.
on it. She's hilarious and super sweet. So she was really fun. I don't know if she's
Mhm.
found love yet, but I feel like we should have her frequently. She's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to introduce a new game that I call Flag on the Play, where we discuss unique dating scenarios, and each one of us has been given a what's the word I'm looking for? Environmentally conscious flag. We're not, no plastic here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have time to go to Party City, but we do have our virtual
Well,
flags.
It's also not.
Ready.
It's not easy to get to in Dallas.
No.
You need to go down to 75. Down. I mean.
It's a whole other
Yeah.
episode
Yeah.
to talk about going
Yeah.
Northwest Highway.
Yeah. Let's save that. That could be
Martina's
good.
new. She doesn't even know
I was
where
gonna
she's
say I don't even know where.
That's good to
I've
throw
never
in
seen
here.
a Party City
When we
here.
talk about distance. you know,
Ugh.
do they live on 75? Pass.
Yeah.
Above 635, Martina?
Pass.
Don't start with me in the burbs.
Anyway, we've got our yellow flag and our red flag. Yellow, again, like me, cautious. Let's pause. Let's look back. Let's review. Red flag, don't think we can progress
Yeah.
forward with this. So, are we ready to play?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
I feel like we
Can
need
you
some
set my
like
drink
sports
down, 'cause I
music.
have a lot of
Oh, yeah,
condensation
sure.
I need to
happening.
stretch.
Ah,
Someone should have worn,
Look,
one of the guys
NASCAR.
back here should have worn a referee shirt. You guys could have been.
That would have been lovely.
Chris is kind of in plaid.
Go team.
Go team.
what
Name-
Chris,
reference?
Chris's
two
flag
sports
would be the shade.
I'm the
The,
shade.
yeah,
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 the shape.
yeah. That's the new one.
All right, here we go. Our first play of the game. You meet somebody.
Oh.
Let's do this for the boys first.
Okay.
Martina, we'll be next. Boys first. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to meet the friends,
Okay.
but turns out she only has guy friends and no girlfriends. What do we have?
I'd
That-
like to. That's the quickest red flag of all time.
Why?
I mean, like no girlfriends.
Mm-mm.
And does she say, I just get along better with guys?
That's always what they say. That's
Well, yeah.
every single time. I can tell you the exact sentence because I've heard it 15 times. I don't get along with
Girls
girls.
are too much
They're too
drama.
much drama. I get along better with guys, and then you hang out with them, and guess who's the drama? Them every time. Every
Mhm.
time.
And you know half of the guys that are her friends
Already fucked her.
or they're just waiting on deck.
Yep.
They're just getting stretched.
It's
And just
weird.
wait.
Did you say waiting on dick?
Yeah.
Deck.
Deck.
Waiting on
Deck.
deck.
Baseball.
So the other
Baseball.
the other half are waiting
No,
on.
I understand it, but I
Yes.
heard
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
dick.
We know what you heard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The other half are waiting on dick. That's
Sorry,
why
Mom.
they're not on deck, but the other
yeah,
ones are on
waiting
deck.
on dick.
Or it's a
Deck.
dick on deck.
Dick on deck.
Yes. D-O-D.
Deck
Remember
on
that.
dick. Dick
Except for
on
on
deck.
this,
time.
except for this, most girls you hang out with the dick on deck is hidden. This, they're all on the deck with you. And
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like, cool.
yeah.
So I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah, they got the arm around you, calling
Yeah.
you bro.
Oh.
Like, oh man, she's fun, man. She's fun. She's fun. Last year, I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
cool.
God. Okay, Martino, let's throw up our flags. We meet a guy, but he's only got girlfriends. What are we thinking? I'm gonna go ahead and give a hard red as well because he likes boys.
I was gonna say I wish I had a rainbow flag to hold up, but I don't. So I'll throw my red flag up. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met a straight guy who only has girlfriends.
It's not gonna happen
Only on
I don't think
sitcoms.
so. Only
Yeah.
on shows.
Mhm.
unless he is hanging out with a bunch of girls that he's on deck for. But that's a lot of I don't know. That's playing the long game for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zinga said she also heard dick.
See? Zinga, thank you for
Nice
for
money
checking
sign.
in. Nice money sign. This font that we're doing here, though.
Well, you can hear
Is
what
that
you want.
papyrus?
You can
Is
hear
that
what you
the
want.
font that
Well,
we're
I think
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you go out on a date. This is for everybody. And your date, who asked you to go out, makes you pay for the first date.
What in the Sam hell?
Well, I guess for guys, it might be a little bit different.
No.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
hold
guys
on,
are
hold on.
throwing
This
the yellow
is-
flag?
no.
I
No.
have a yellow flag.
I'm throwing
What?
red.
No red.
I have
Red.
questions.
Yeah. Yes.
Ask us the
Is it
question.
a coffee date and we're not really sure what we are and you're just
But
asking me?
that's a business meeting then.
Thank you. Thank you.
And even then,
you.
Wait.
and even then, I'm gonna buy the coffee because it is why
Wait.
have both of us wait in line to do I'll buy this so now this person doesn't have to wait for one other person to put their card in there. That's 30 seconds I'll never get back. Just pay for fucking both. You know?
I
Save
hear
some
you,
time.
but sometimes you're just trying to gauge, are we on a date? And if he makes me pay for myself, I'm like, are
But
we? Is this a business
It's
meeting?
coffee though. It's just coffee.
Yeah.
It's too rough out there. $275. $275
Well, that's for a grande.
for a
Now,
venti
now
ice
I think the
cream
real
fee?
I think the real question is what do they order? What if they get what if they don't drink what if they order decaf? Are you like
Leave. Wait.
Okay, all right. Here's the flag. They order decaf, no caffeine allowed. Red here.
Oh, I'm gonna go yellow on that one.
Are they pregnant? Why are they ordering decaf?
Are they Mormon?
they can order some sort of tea or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they might be allergic to caffeine or something. You never know.
I don't know. I would just feel.
They like tea or something.
Big red flag energy, Andrea. You're right.
Thank you. We miss you, Andrea.
We do miss you.
Oh, we hope
Chugga
you're...
chugga.
Chugga
Give me
chugga
some
to
drink,
you.
would you?
Oh.
Sorry, this is gonna be annoying. I'll just hold on to it. I just
Oh,
have a lot of
please
do.
conversation.
Okay, here's one. This is guys or girls. You are chatting with someone that you met on Vouch, and they ask you to go on a date, but they ask you to do 3 p.m. on a Thursday, non-peak dating time. Are you what's your Hold on, let's not talk about it yet. Let's put up our questionable dating time frames.
It's under investigation.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Because I'm first of all, do you have a girlfriend that you don't want to use
Yeah.
up your, or am I second to?
See, Gerald
Gerald.
he has a good point. If you can't pay for coffee, how are you gonna pay for dinner?
You're not.
You're
You're
not. You're not. You're
Can't.
not gonna pay. So okay, so what if a girl's like, yeah, no, I'm busy this weekend, but let's do 4 o'clock on a Wednesday.
So then that's has the communication been so strong that we can't wait? Because the longer you wait, the less likely you'll ever meet. That if
You
you've
lose
never
momentum.
met, you lose momentum. You need to meet. Let's meet for a little bit and
okay,
whatever.
let me refine. The first date
Mm-hmm.
was that situation. You're like, let's just meet. It's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. I keep changing the times. It's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Let's meet. But the second time, same thing.
Okay.
Are you
now,
like-
Are you a stripper?
Yeah. So
Which
You
is
never
fine.
know.
I just give me a heads up.
Yeah, no. Second, no. Because I look at the first one, it's like a tryout.
Yeah.
You don't just go right on the football field and start
Mhm.
playing. You
Mhm.
got to try out. And most of the time, you're not wearing full pads. You're just wearing shirts and shorts,
throwing. Yeah.
And so you got to
Right.
see whether or not they have the ability to get in the game.
go
The
team.
game is after 7. So, it's like you got to see if you get in the game out. See if you can run those routes.
Mhm.
And if you can run those routes, and then you get
Which-
in the game. So,
Oddly enough, playing high school football, you never practiced at night, but played at night. So I don't know. But yes, he's right. You gotta throw with the pads on.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to our next play of the game. This one's for the boys. She's great. She's got some guy friends, some
Mhm.
girlfriends, but the girlfriends are thoughty friends. They're known to be the girls who are always out and about, thoughting around is what the kids say.
Can I define
go.
thought in case anyone
Yes,
doesn't know what it means?
please do.
THOT, that hoe over there. Thought.
Thank you.
Ryan didn't
know.
Surprisingly.
And the white guy over here.
Shockingly.
Ryan's holding up a
Sorry.
green
Nobody's
flag.
surprised.
Ryan's holding up a green
I
flag.
want to
Ryan
apologize to all
knew
the white
nothing.
people out there that didn't know what that was. We just assumed that you guys listen to
Do you
rap
know what?
music.
Hold on. Let's. Do you know what "bae" stands for? Bae. When someone's like, "She's bae."
Before
Oh,
anyone
wait,
else.
hold on, wait.
sorry.
Oh, God.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's just go ahead and say no because
Before,
He doesn't know lyrics, but
he confused Cardi B and
everyone's
Nicki
is
Minaj
a
the other day.
E, not an A. Before, after, even. Before
Yes.
angry elves.
Yes.
Do you have
Before
any?
anyone else.
Yeah.
Thank
right?
you. Yes.
You got it.
I'm sorry I ruined it.
I'm honestly.
that a
I
Drake
don't.
song?
Nothing.
That's
You
Drake
wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Thoughty friends were saying no red flags.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna go yellow flag here.
Of course you
Of
are.
course you are.
I mean, okay, is she a thought though?
For you,
It's
that's a green
TBD.
flag.
It's TBD.
Well, somebody did ask. Well, I'm seeing all the red flags. Well, what are green flags? Maybe that could be
Green
see?
flag, you already know.
What are
green
some
flags,
green
it's
flags?
just pays for your $2.75.
Now, here's why it would
Venti.
be. Here's why it would be a red flag is she like these are the girls that are out on Tuesday nights at the club and just like you're like, do you have a job? What do you do for work?
Their thoughts.
Right. So if she's a part of that, then it's like, okay, all right, because that means I'm gonna have to go out on Tuesday nights if we date, and fuck that. Like Wednesday's gonna be rough.
Oh, my schedule, my Peloton schedule. I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to do it. So no. Well, questionable.
Questionable.
TBD on the
I need to meet the
THOTs.
friends first.
Can we change on the screen where it says "What are your thoughts" to "What are your thoughts"?
That's
we
good.
can't go through any more spelling
We had
alternations.
there were some issues.
We had some
Thanks for
spelling.
laughing at me, Chris.
Yes, that was great though. What are your thoughts? He's working on it.
Yeah, if we see the thoughts first, then I'll change my mind.
Point
Okay.
them out.
Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know if your thoughts.
Tag your thoughts.
Or okay. Okay, this one's for everybody. You guys just meet on a lovely dating app and or offline, whatever. But they don't have any social media. Or it's all private and you've requested and you can't get access to it and you have no idea. What do we have? Okay. I'm gonna throw a red. I'm red here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Am I the only yellow?
Yeah, why?
I think it can be endearing if they're just somebody that like doesn't have their face in their phone all day like I do, as long as they're not sketchy. Like I think where you run into problems is like if you have a second family.
You know who you
or-
are.
You know what I mean? Like if you're not a shady person and you don't have social media, you just don't care about it that much. I find that to be endearing and refreshing.
But
because
you
it's
know
very
that
rare.
that's like that's like 5% of the people that don't
Yes,
have social
100%.
media are the not shady. But also, I'm thinking, how the fuck did you download this app if you don't have social media? Because you have
Okay,
to
well,
go
Maybe
through.
you met him out in the wild.
Yeah, let's assume you met out
Well,
in the wild.
she said that the
I
app
lied.
that was the
Forget
scenario.
that one.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
bad.
that's different.
So you meet out and you're like, hey, let me get your number, and then
I
I
still
feel like
think
people don't actually ask for numbers anymore. Even in business, people are like, what's your Instagram? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's almost better to communicate through Instagram because you can send videos and all that stuff, and I don't know. I think that if a girl doesn't have social media, it would be probably a little bit more of a red flag than a guy, just because it just seems, I mean, it's like girls girls have more followers than guys, and girls are interacting more for the most part.
Yeah.
So I don't know, unless
What'd
she's
you
like
throw up, a red or a yellow?
Yeah,
I throw a red because I'm thinking if either she's like really boring or she's like this genius, like this one of the like smartest people on the planet, which both of those I would not work out with. So
both of those are boring.
Yeah, so, I mean,
No.
it's not gonna work for me.
Okay, well, tell us in the comments if you would date somebody without social media that you met out in the wild. I like that, Martina. Out in the wild, not online. They're hard to Google. They use their middle name instead or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's nice if somebody doesn't have social media, but if I'm trying to verify who you are and what you're about,
Can I throw out another one?
Please.
Can you guys do them?
Yes.
What if they have like 500,000 followers on everything? And they are, as they say, Insta thoughts.
Where's the green? The green flag.
You're down?
We're gonna put a yellow on that one.
1,000. Yeah, if I need green.
Yeah, yellow.
It's yellow.
All right, Brown, we get it. You were down for it. You're down for it.
You prefer it.
You prefer it. I say yellow because
That
like
means
I just
500,000 other people think the same thing I do.
Or they're fake followers, Chris says.
Oh.
Now, if she's got 500,000 followers and she's got like 80 likes on her pictures, I'm like, all right,
Done.
what the
Horrible
fuck?
Red
engagement.
flag.
Yeah.
Horrible
Conversion
engagement.
is bad. Yeah.
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 I think it puts a lot of pressure if you are the significant other of somebody who has that big of a following. Like that would make me kind of nervous.
I mean, if
Are you Ryan Gosling?
if they have that type of following, then that means they live that lifestyle, and
Yeah.
that means you're taking photos. You're the Instagram boyfriend. And
No.
That's-
most people do not want to be the Instagram boyfriend.
That's true.
Unless they're getting paid. Now that could change things if they're making if they don't have to have a real job and they can just walk around with the camera, get a house paid for, be an Instagram boyfriend or husband, then maybe so. You know,
Still
you
no.
might do that. So.
Yeah, still not. I'm not on that.
Yeah, not taking photos every second of the day.
Do you once in a while?
Yeah, once in a while.
I've seen y'all's pics.
Yeah,
You have
once
cute
in a while.
pics.
Yeah, once in a while. But we like to enjoy our dinner. You know,
Yeah.
we were taking pictures. It's gonna be cold because we're getting all the angles. You
Okay.
know, like that's.
I'm gonna save that one actually
we'll save
for
that
here's
one.
the
Yeah,
sitch.
that's good.
Here's
Whoever
the
just
sitch.
agreed with me, thank you, Selena.
Thanks,
you.
Selena. Yeah, it's I don't know. That's a tough one.
What did
Social
she
media's
agree with
been
you on?
Selena's or like social
I don't
media has
know,
been
but-
so
Oh,
don't care.
the social
Screwed
media
us.
Social
thing.
media.
I think so. Yeah.
What if I got one? What if he or she doesn't like dogs?
I don't have
that's
problem
a
with that.
that's a deal breaker
They're a
for me.
I don't have a
murderer.
problem with
You're a
that.
murderer.
If you don't like dogs, you're a
Yeah,
murderer.
something's wrong with your brain.
I think like it's one thing to to not want a dog, but like people that just don't don't like a dog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's weird.
It's like don't like sports.
Ugh.
Like
All
don't
of
like
these.
it. Like not like I never got into it or I
Yeah.
wasn't raised around it. No,
Like
they
against
hate
it.
sports.
Like if the TV's turned on,
Just,
like they leave.
Like they get
Yeah.
stank face. Like
Yeah.
just go. "Ugh." You know, yeah, no. I'll take that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
you got shots.
Look at that.
What are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts? Okay, last pitch, please. We had a very fun segment in which we actually didn't call it anything because we didn't know what we were doing, but we've now defined it as Ghostbusting,
Hmm.
where we read spooky stories with
Yeah.
tales of serious ghosting, and I may or may not call you or the guy or gal that ghosted you live on air to ask why. Here we go. Juan's gonna read to us some spooky stories.
A horror voice, please.
Yeah, give your most theatrical,
Okay.
deep reading.
All right.
Okay. Of some serious ghosting stories. We'll all react. I haven't heard these. I've been waiting.
Well, this is from a female, so it's kind of hard to do the deep voice. I'm gonna do her
No,
voice.
it's still good.
Okay.
Make it spooky.
Okay.
Make it spooky.
Scare us.
Scare us.
She was dating a guy.
Hmm.
She thought exclusively for over 2 months. He came on super strong. They made future plans,
Hmm.
etc. Then he went out of town to see family and vanished. He had some ex drama.
Oh.
So she had a friend check his page. His ex already tried to hack her social media. He was fine. 2 weeks later, he was in an FBO relationship with someone else. So fucking bizarre. And scene.
That was good.
Okay, honestly, first of all,
I'm
wow.
terrified.
I'm a shook, as they would say.
Jesse Koo.
Ghostbusting makes me feel good. Us too, Jesse.
Well, at least I guess okay, that's a ghost. So it's not cool, but at least they found out what happened. Sometimes you
Yes.
don't ever know. It's an unsolved mystery. Great show that's coming back, by the way.
It's coming back?
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Right.
Terrifying.
Oh my god.
All right, what else you got?
All right.
Oh
Got 2 more.
god. Shaking on my heels.
Music.
Oh, music. Here we
I wish you could do like the voice when it's like the silhouette and it's like the deep dark voice
Yep,
so no one can
yep.
hear it. Can you guys do that?
4 years, I loved her to death. And one day, she left. Months later, I got a screenshot from a friend of her doing amateur porn. Tore me up something fierce. She was getting torn up fierce.
Yeah, she was the one getting torn up fierce.
I vomited for days afterwards.
Days?
Someone really wrote this? No. Oh my
She was always. It's hard to do a scary voice reading this
Okay,
one.
sorry.
she
Get
was-
back together.
I'll
She
take a
was-
stab at it.
She was always a free spirit. But damn, Gina, why? Why? I had that last one. I I wish her the best. Do you really? Do you?
No, you don't.
She was a good woman while her and I were together. I was a proud man to be able to even be seen with her. Couldn't say one bad thing about her other than the amateur point. I was the happiest. I suppose she just wanted more dicks. I had the dick part. She deserves everything her heart and other places desires.
Oh,
Sing.
wow.
Oh my god.
First of all, he is so
Yeah.
complimentary of
Yeah.
this girl. Who...
all right, so we're talking about amateur porn, like not even like a good film crew and,
Of
Yeah,
course,
and,
that's
and
what
not
he's going
produced.
to.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Most importantly, the quality.
because
The
like,
quality was
that-
not there.
Yeah, what you dumping me for? You dumping me for
yeah,
like going out
if
to
she
like,
was,
Hollywood?
if
or
she's
you
doing
going-
like real porn, you're like, okay, like what? Whoa, because like you gotta at least try to act like amateur, like filmed on a shitty iPhone. I don't know.
Yeah, not even a good iPhone.
Like, well, again, though, there was closure here. I feel like these are
Yeah,
like
these are getting
weird ghosts.
These are ghost stories that you found out like,
like more like hauntings.
yeah,
Like,
they're
more like
hauntings.
This just sucks.
I'm haunted by this.
like this is a bad story.
We need one where like
This is a
they
good
just
one.
never heard from somebody again.
Oh, we
Here
saved
we
the
go,
best for last.
Okay, here we go. I'm scared. Everyone
Here
give
is
your
my ghosting story. This gentleman was dating a woman back in Houston, which is scary enough. When he lived there, we had talked about moving in together. We were pretty serious. She had already met my kids. My kids got along with her, and I got along with hers. I was a single dad, doing the whole picking up of the kids at school, and I was working. One day, my kids, regular ride, couldn't do it. I was talking to her about it. She said she would love to pick them up and spend more time with them, one-on-one, then we could all go out for dinner when I got home from work. So I let the kid's mother know about this new development, and she agreed it was okay. You guys are not.
Sorry, okay.
Morning of the
Regina,
pickup,
get it together.
she called saying she would be there. She had the kids' cell phone numbers so she could figure out where to meet them for pickup. I'm working, and I get a call from my oldest. She's like, Dad, where is Claudia? I'm like, she should be there. She would text you. So Alexis called her again. No answer. I called. No answer. Text. No reply. 20 minutes went by, and I asked my boss if I could take off to get my kids from school. Never heard or saw that woman ever again. She not only ghosted me, but my kids all in one fell swoop.
Jeez, did he
Is
get
she
stuck
dead?
with the fucking other kids?
Does she have her kids?
We have no
now?
idea what happened to the other kids.
So now, so he got ghosted. Now he got like 3 more kids.
Is she okay?
Is the
No, no,
reverse?
no.
Is this
I
the
don't
story
think
of Full House?
This is Full House.
This is what happened to Bob Saget.
What happened to boss?
He got into weird stuff.
These are crazy because these are like long, like these are serious relationships.
Yeah.
Most ghosting stories, it's like they went on a couple of dates
Or one day.
or one date, and
Yeah.
then the person never called back, and like
Right.
I got ghosted.
Yeah.
Like this is like that's a
that's
haunted.
that's
You got
called
fucking-
vanishing.
Yeah.
That's vanishing.
You got exorcist.
It's abandonment.
Exorcisted.
Damn. Pick up the kids.
The kids.
The
They were
kids?
stressed.
Damn.
That's like a movie ghost story.
Is she okay though?
Damn her. She left
He
the
doesn't
kids.
know.
That's like the story of the girl the like you pick up on the side of the road and then you drive to the whatever and then she's vanished. The old tale that they tell, like she's haunting that place. It's like that.
Oh, are you talking about Large Marge?
Sure, yeah. I don't see
Shout out to
I
Peter
don't see
Herman.
I don't see size.
Andrea said end ghosting 2021. I was like, that's a good platform.
Well, we got to end 2020 first,
Yeah,
Andrea.
Get out
Let's get the
2020.
fuck out of here and then we can end ghosting.
We're almost there.
Ooh, I have a memorable ghosting situation where I was like, I don't know how to handle this. I've never been ghosted before. I've never ghosted somebody, but this ghosting situation, a guy asked me to go out. Worked in the ER. I worked in the ER. We both worked hospital weird shifts, but the Stars were in town, and I really wanted to go to a Stars game, but he was like, let's go to Standard Core, and I was like, that's cool, but the Stars are in town. I'll get tickets. Meet me at American Airlines. Like, I handled the date. I kind of like took charge. I was like, this is cool. Do you like hockey? I'm kind of a
You
hockey
took
fan.
charge?
Let's go.
No
I took
way.
charge.
No way.
I know, groundbreaking.
What?
Shocker that I would take over the entire date. And I said, meet me at American Airlines. I got great seats. I had a trick to get cheap seats. And anyway, time of our lives.
Interesting.
Fun. Stars win. We're happy. We're great. He drops me off at home, hugs me, side hugs me, and then I didn't hear from him again. Until
High five.
I ran into him at the Chipotle line, and I was like, what the fuck was that? I've never been stood up, not even a thanks for the hockey seat.
Yeah.
Not a, like, nothing. And time of our lives, like, this is so cool. And I literally, like, I was like, he thinks I'm a lesbian because I like sports. Or I, like, went through all these stupid things. So I was like, why would I get ghosted? And I ran into him at the Chipotle line with his girlfriend. So he said yes to the date, and I should have seen it. That was a red flag that he was, like, trying to go to places that, like, she wouldn't be. Because he wanted to go, it was a kind of obscure time frame. It was a weird, so I was like, let's go to the Stars game. That'll be fun. And he was hesitant about that at first. And, like, also hesitant about where the Jumbotron, the cameras were, and things like that. And I didn't see it. And then,
How do you get into these
Yeah,
I
is
don't
this,
know.
Is this the same guy that had
No.
another family?
no. I did
Yeah,
go to
we
hockey
know.
games with him,
Yeah,
but
we know.
no.
I feel
No.
like your scenarios aren't ghosting. Those are
Affairs.
yeah,
is what
double
they're
lives.
called.
those are
But
R.
that was
Kelly's
my
down
first
low.
ghosting that was my first ghosting. He had a reason, but I didn't know, and so I literally thought I had done something wrong, and I was like racking my brain about why I'd been ghosted in October. Anyway, just kidding,
Well,
it's
that's
not
fitting.
October,
Yeah.
I feel like if we're gonna end ghosting for 2021, then we should define ghosting.
Mhm.
Is ghosting when you're just talking to somebody that you haven't met yet and you just go ghost? You stop talking to them. Do you have to have a date first? Do you have to have several dates? Do you have to be dating? What is the definition of it? Because if you haven't met yet, then no one has any obligation really to you, right?
Yeah, that's it's kind of like a common courtesy thing. Just be
For
like,
sure.
Hey, like,
I think that you should be like, hey, I'm not interested. But a lot of people don't want to be confrontational or hurt it. But I'm saying for this scenario, what is we should define it? Is it at least one date?
Yeah, I think that's like a good.
Yeah.
Or if you've like communicated for like.
Yeah. I think there's been some going back and forth, and then you stop, and without saying anything, then that's where you cross the line. But if you both do it, like you both just kind of, because I've been
Like
in those
a
situations.
fizzle.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
both of you guys are kind of, everyone just kind of go their separate ways. But yeah, I think once you establish some sort of presence, and then you go away, that's what a ghost is. So I think that's where that is. So yeah.
Because I need to tell this to some of my clients that I'm trying to sell when they fucking ghost me
I was
afterwards.
gonna bring up sales. I was
It's
gonna
no,
say,
it happens.
do you feel like
It happens. They're worse.
Do you feel like though that you're less likely to ghost because you're in sales, so you appreciate a direct no? I'm not interested.
As a
So
red
you can
flag
move
of the
on.
group,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Although I have had times where it's like you kind of just drift. Nobody says anything or whatever, but like what Juan was saying. But yeah, I think that I type an email like, listen, we've evaluated our options and we just feel like you're not a great fit. So.
What if
that's
somebody
I do.
was like really blunt about why they don't want to talk to you anymore? Is that better than ghosting? Like, hey, like, because I got an email the other day from a salesperson. It was a software thing. It was like, you know what? We've emailed you twice. We get it. Press, like, literally, email back, reply 1 if you're interested, reply 2 if you found somebody else, and reply 3 if we're out of like they gave me options. And I was like, this is kind of interesting. So I replied, this really isn't something we need right now, but thank you so much. What if a girl was like, if you wanted feedback about, would you respond?
I would say if it's something that I can control, yeah, because then that would be a learning experience. Mm-hmm. If it's something that I can't, like, you're too short, just whatever. Oh, whatever. That's one thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But
we should put out a questionnaire. We should have a questionnaire.
A feedback
that
form.
everyone has, and you automatically send that to the person after the date.
It's like after.
After the
It's
date.
like a waiter. Like, can you please send this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if they fill it out, they may qualify to win $50 bonus or something.
That's fair.
Yeah, like some sort of like a Starbucks card or something.
I don't know though.
My next
So
step.
at the same time though, I think that if you go on a date, I think more than not you can feel the vibe where you're like, we just don't have this vibe. So
sometimes one person can and one person can't.
right,
both.
okay, right. Now if it's one of those dates where you're like, man, we were both like you're vibing, you you have a nice kiss at the end of the night, and the texts of like, that was really great, I can't wait to see you again, and then it's like, wait, whoa, like what?
That's when you know it's on them. Like something's going on in their world.
Right.
There's somebody else. There's always somebody else. That's usually the case. It's somebody else.
Isn't that the truth?
You say isn't thought the truth?
Isn't that
Isn't
the
thought
truth?
the truth?
Isn't thought? That's hard to lisp. I felt like I have a lisp when I say thought. Anyway, well, we were talking about this. Like, what would be a good reason to ghost somebody? Are there any? Is there ever a good reason to be like, you know what? Nah.
I'm gonna take.
If they scared you, if they were like made you super uncomfortable, if they were creepy, like who was it that was telling us about the guy that was jerking off under the table at the date?
What?
Yeah.
Ashley.
What?
So
you
Ashley,
guys didn't watch our episode?
Please, if you didn't watch that episode, Ashley was on a date. That was our girls' sleepover episode. Ashley was on a date and everything was fine, and she looked under the table and the guy was like, So that, I think you're clear to ghost
During
on that.
the
Like,
date.
don't ever speak to that dude again. Block everything.
Call the police.
I mean, that's not a ghost. That's like a misdemeanor.
Sure, but I mean,
Louis
that's
C.K. lost his whole career.
Yeah, exactly.
that's a situation where
And he was
you
upfront
should
about it.
ghost.
At a stand, like at a table where it was like
It
not
was
even
the daytime.
hiding.
It was a Friday
It was a
afternoon
daytime date.
I don't understand
Maybe
though.
that is a
What
red
like
flag.
What were they talking about?
Yeah, what were they like?
We asked all the same questions.
we were
She doesn't know. We don't know. I hope
It's
the
a
guy's
great
behind
conversation.
bars.
Yeah. Needs to go to jail. I mean, that was red flag all
Just
over.
jerking off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how was it going before the jerking off?
Seemed like it was great. She's a
Well,
smart girl. She would have gone.
It would seem to
Oh, we got a follow up. Hope May. The Houston lady is alive. No need to be concerned about her. Are you her?
Are you
Or
the
did you
Houston-
comment that?
Are you the
Hope
Houston
May's
lady?
in Wingman, so I think that she commented that.
Hmm.
Anywho, all
Well,
right.
I'm
we're
glad
not
she's not
concerned.
dead. That was my concern.
Wait, was that the one that
the kids.
left?
The
The
kids.
Kids
Yeah.
disappeared.
So does she have a new life?
Hope May, can you follow up? How do you know that? Was
Yeah.
that your
Yeah,
story?
was that your story? Was that Hope's story?
I hope so.
Are you the Houston lady?
I would hope so, and
Are
may
you
it
a
be.
ghoster? Well, yeah, if you feel unsafe or uncomfortable or somebody...
How do you get over being ghosted? By Jules. What's up,
Hi,
Jules?
Jules.
Love you, Jules.
How
I
do you
think
get
you
over
just
it?
it's so this is
You
where
hunt them
probably
down at Chipotle, and that's how you
this is
handle it.
yeah. This is probably where Martina and I and anyone that's been in sales, it's just kind of
Every no gets you closer to your
Right.
next yes.
you just get used to that happening, and you're like you just don't let it even affect you. You just whatever, and you just move
I
on
think
to
the
the
thing is
next.
you start to take, like I did, I took it really personally, and then I
Yeah.
realized
But you
that
gotta realize-
actually wasn't it had
Yeah.
nothing to do with the stars or me. It was his situation.
It was his girlfriend.
Yeah, it was his girlfriend.
Yeah. But for the most part, when they don't have another significant other,
Yeah.
it is more about what they're looking
Yeah.
for or
Yeah.
wanting, or it was somebody else. The grass is greener. That's way more prevalent now than it's ever been. So you just got to be like, whatever, move on.
Yeah. Jules, you're great.
Honestly, I think I would rather be ghosted than to be just drug along. Just kind of just like, okay, I don't think she's feeling this, but yet somehow we keep going out, things
Yeah.
like that. It's like, just cut me, just cut bait, just
Yeah.
just don't keep,
fair.
especially if I'm spending money doing it too.
Would you
Mm.
rather get like brutally let down? Like another thing we were talking about on the last Pitch Please with the girls is when I put two guys into a group chat and canceled on both of them at the same time. How would you respond to that?
That would have been great,
Well, that's an
actually. I would think that'd be
excellent story.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I applaud you for that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
hey,
Thank you.
you know what? Thank you for letting me, have my Friday night back, and then I can go and find somebody else.
Or you can be like, hey, so since we're still in this group chat, you want to go watch some football or something?
Exactly. That's
A
what I
new
was
friend.
hoping would happen.
A new friendship. Did they become friends? Do we know?
I don't know. I don't know if they became
Was this
friends.
did this start Dallas Wingman?
No, this was actually the night that I met Ken. I wanted to hang out with him, and I had told two other guys that I would go out with them, and I put them both into a group chat, and I canceled on both of them together.
That is
It's
amazing.
honestly
So,
efficient. It was
that-
efficient.
that-
Very efficient way to do it.
That
Yeah.
false scenario story I put on Wingman that was totally a bit. You basically lived it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
That is a boss story.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
real.
That's a boss story.
that is a
Thank
boss
you.
story.
Hope said that she got an update from the guy that got ghosted, and he found out that the lady was alive. The Houston lady was alive. So
Yeah,
she's
okay. Well,
relaying the story.
Can
to us.
Can we find
Can we
out?
call her?
Yeah, can we
Does
call
she
her?
have a
Send a
number?
picture.
Send a picture over. Well, no, don't send a
No.
picture.
Did she
Don't
get
send
her
a
kids back?
I have a
No,
lot of, we
they
have a lot of
weren't her
questions.
kids. They were the other guy's kids that she said she would pick up. Her kids were never in danger, I don't think.
Oh.
Thanks, Grady, Jules.
Thanks, Jules.
Speaking of ghosting, Jules, I'm going to call you this week, I promise.
Oh, did you
Wow.
ghost Jules?
I've just been going back and forth, like,
Oh.
that's neither here nor there. It's my own problem.
See, it's not about you. It's about
Yeah.
everybody else got shit going on. But I would prefer a form that would go
Yeah.
out. Why did you ghost me? Did you think I was a lesbian because I liked hockey? I don't know. On to our next segment. Are we ready?
On to the
It's
next one.
my personal favorite. Here's the sitch, where I give you a situation and you tell me, is it a deal breaker or no? Similar but different to
Flag on the
Flag on the Play. Everything's real. I'm gonna paint a picture for everybody here, so we'll have to decide deal breaker or no.
Okay.
Everything's great. Everything you're looking for physically, challenges you mentally, likes the same things you like. 10 out of 10 on all scales. Except when you guys travel together, he's one of those people that claps when the plane lands. You know, you Southwester. The people on Southwest, y'all always clap, and I don't know why.
Is he doing it? Is he doing it as a bit, or is
He's
he
really excited that
Because if he's
genuinely
really excited, he
Pumped
can't.
that the plane landed.
He can't have all those other things that you said because he's gonna be a fucking nerd.
Hey,
Seriously, like if he claps like that, he's going to have other nerdish tendencies that you should have picked up on before that.
well, what about a girl? What if it's like, she's
Same.
great, but she claps when the plane lands?
If she's being serious, I probably
Yeah.
at that moment it's gonna be like a flashback montage where I'm like, oh shit, yeah, she did order decaf. Yeah, like what the fuck, like
If she does a slow clap, I might let it slide.
that's a
That's
bit though.
funny.
That's a
funny.
bit. That's
That's a
funny.
funny bit.
That's good.
Okay, so overwhelmingly, we're concerned about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a problem.
if it's
Too
not
many
a
variables.
if it's not a
Yeah.
joke
Problem.
and it's serious, like
Mhm.
it's weird.
Yeah. Okay. Another perfect person that we've met, that we think's great, 10 out of 10 on all scales, but they never want to try anything new. They go to one restaurant, one store, one bar. They never want to mix it up.
Are they against it or they just don't?
They just are. The idea of that disgusts them. They just want to go
Yeah.
to Zoe's Kitchen every night. Ladies, thank you so much for all of the kebabs. They want to go to Zoe's every single night. They never want to mix it up.
Yeah, she hates sports too. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Martina?
I mean, no.
Oh.
And
Well,
she
you're
probably doesn't have social
contemplating.
media either.
No. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Oh, Jules, you're mine too.
okay. All right, here's another one.
Me and Jules are having a moment
You
on
guys
camera.
really are.
Sorry.
Overly attached to family, must communicate with them
Fuck no.
many hours a day.
Nope.
Big mama's girl or boy.
I think that a lot of like problems in relationships
Friends
come
out.
from like
1,000%.
mama's boys or
Yeah.
like, picking your parents. I think this is something you see a lot with women is like their husband or their boyfriend, whatever, always sides with the mom and the mother-in-law's a bitch and this and that. And that's a thing.
Yeah.
I just,
But I don't
it would make me feel like you can't think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's, I would want somebody that can think for themselves. So, because maybe your mom's right, maybe they're not. Regardless, it needs to be your idea, your thought, your THOT.
Thought.
It needs to be. Even if it's the wrong decision, but it's your decision, I'm much more interested in that than somebody that has to go to their mom and they're like, "Oh, my mom said." I'm like, "You're fucking 28. What do you mean your mom said no?" Like, what are you talking to your mom about that for? Like, you remember the scene in Sandlot when the mom's like, "Get out there and get into some trouble," like that. Like that was real. Like, do that. If your mom's up your ass like that, fuck, man.
I think that it's levels. I think if there's no significant other, then hell, talk to whoever you want for 4 fucking hours. I don't care. Talk to your mom, talk to your sister, talk to your
It's
brother.
a lot
talk
of
to your dad.
time.
But once you get into a relationship, especially like a marriage, yeah, it's time to like they go down a notch as far as the communication, because the significant other, the husband, the wife, that's supposed to be your main source. That's supposed to be the person you talk to the most. The mom getting between that, or father getting between that, that's going to cause problems. It's
For
going
sure.
to cause problems because there's going to be times where it's going to rain. It's going to rain in a relationship, and you don't want that mom or dad holding that umbrella on just only on the other person and not on you. So
Wow.
you do
This
not
feels like
want
a lot
that.
to,
You don't want
unpack
that.
for you.
Yeah, well, that's a great point. But do you think that if they were talking 4 hours a day, that they can just easily cut that off, and they've been doing it? Then you get into the relationship, and you're in the early stages, the ghosting phase, and they're doing that. They're not just gonna drop it.
It just goes down to a certain. I mean, if I say 4 hours, but if it was like an hour, I gotta talk to my mom before I go to bed. I gotta talk to my mom before I go to bed.
Or if they gotta like ask them for not permission, but basically run it by them and see get their thought on it.
Their thoughts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Their thought.
The word of the day, ladies and
So
gentlemen,
thoughtful.
is thoughts. I just think that they ain't trying to cut it out completely, but yeah, it's like you just tone it down a little bit. It's maybe 3 days a week, instead of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's maybe 30 minutes instead of an hour, because you don't, in a real relationship, you don't want something in between you. You just don't do it because that's gonna make things a little dicey.
Friend, sibling,
Yes, all of
parent,
Just anybody.
anyone.
that. Yeah, don't get in
Too
between
much.
them.
Too much. Well, here's a situation I heard today, actually. Somebody pretty cool, but kind of disrespectful to his mom.
That's
The guy was disrespectful to the girlfriend's
No,
mom or to his
to
own
to his own
mom?
mom.
Oh no.
But he thought it was cool. He kind of thought it was cool.
no.
How old is he?
Thought it was cool.
How old is he?
Probably, I would say, I think 30s.
It's not cool at all.
No.
Not cool.
Not
It's
even
never
close.
cool. No age is cool.
No.
It's your mama.
Yeah, well, when you're
Okay.
16, 17, the things that you think are cool are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like jerking off under the table at a date with
Jesus.
Ashley.
Who were his parents? We need to.
Yeah, we really need to find his parents.
Sir. Okay. All right. Here's another sitch. Everything's going great. She's interested in trying new places, but before you eat, she stops you because she wants to take a photo of the full meal, every single time. Deal breaker or no?
I won't say it's a deal breaker, but it would definitely bother the shit out of me. But I don't think it would be a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
I think I would have to have a discussion and be like, why?
Yeah.
You know.
Instagram eats first. That's what they say.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Whatever.
it's different from a girl's perspective because like girls do that more often than guys. So I feel like if a guy was doing that, I would definitely
Ken,
be like,
why?
yeah, no.
What if he was like a
Ken?
closet food blogger?
It would have to.
mean,
It would have
yeah.
to be like one of the best things that you've ever. You're like, okay, yeah.
If you're like at like a really like lavish place and it's like
Yeah.
a really cool and you want
The
to
steak
sure,
looks
but
like
like if you have
Texas.
like Whataburger on Friday night, like
Yeah.
you don't have to do that.
Well, if all right, is it like the 500K follower girl and she's doing this and I'm paying for it and it's like, all right, you keep taking these pictures, but you gotta let these motherfuckers know who's buying this shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So she posts. Okay. So it will layer in some complexity. She posts a picture but doesn't tag you, even though you're the one buying it.
Mm-hmm.
If we
And it's like positioned just enough so you can see that
Yeah.
rainbow colored cake at Nick
yeah,
and
yeah,
Sam's,
yeah.
but you
Oh, I
can't
know.
see.
No, trust me. I know.
Oh, I know.
I know this game.
This happened?
Or the cotton candy.
Oh, I
Or
mean,
the cotton candy,
listen,
the light up cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, stop that.
yeah, if we're dating, yeah, that's a problem for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. One or two times, like, okay, I get it. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta get to levels as we talk about before
Mhm.
you start tagging people. But at that point where it's like, all right, you know,
I just think aesthetically, post a picture of your man with the rainbow cake.
Mm-hmm.
Show your
Yeah.
man off. and
also
the
make
cake.
it a story. No one's posting pictures of food anymore. That's like. That
Yeah,
would
we're
be a
done
red
with
flag
that.
because I'm like, what is this, 2018? Like,
Yeah.
put it on your story.
I will say a red flag would be if that was our first date and I took you out and you pulled out your camera to take a picture of your meal. I think I'll be like, okay,
With a flash.
yeah, with the flash, it bounces off the white plate.
Yeah.
It just makes everything uncomfortable.
And you go, you know what? I was just telling my friend I was going to give you a chance, but your friends are thoughts. I already knew.
And you're
This all makes sense
Yeah.
now. Okay. That one, I think I see that happen. Do you guys ever go out and you see someone and you're like, that's a first date. I'm watching a first date right now.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just
Yeah.
get
All
the
the
vibes. You're
All the
like,
time.
ooh.
'Cause the guy's paying
ooh.
attention.
Oh, wow. Ooh, I wonder if like are people aware that they do things that are obnoxious? Like it just
Well, I'll tell you the worst one is the couple that you see that they're both like looking miserable and they're on their phone. They don't even look at each other or talk to each other. That they're like, oh, they've been together for like 5 years and like they hate it.
Yeah.
That one's that's even worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Which would you rather have? The first date?
Okay, our last sitch, maybe our last one, but if you guys have any, feel free to throw them out there. What if you date a story topper? She's great. She's great.
Ooh.
But they've got to. I heard a story from maybe somebody in this room about somebody who had to call out who they've dated, where they've been. Like they just had to keep
One-uppers.
One
the
upper.
one-uppers.
Or pick me girl.
Yeah.
A one-upper.
Ooh.
What are our thoughts
No.
on
No.
that?
It's just draining to be
yeah.
around. You know, if you can't like engage with somebody else,
Is it pick me girl?
a pick me is like I have to top what you said. Like I have to be the one that's like got the best story, whatever. Like you.
Oh, you
I
were
thought it was
Miami?
gonna.
I
I
was
thought
in
you.
Tulum.
I thought you were gonna have to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
with like the acronym, like PIC.
Oh no,
No.
just like
We'll
a
come
pick
up with
me. My story is the best type
Yeah.
of girl. Like it just whatever you say is
There's
like,
an SNL character. I can't remember. Maybe Penelope. It's a Kristen Wiig character, and she's always like, well, my mom is the astronaut that landed on the moon, and you know, she like has
Yeah.
to top every like. You'll be like, oh, the moon looks pretty tonight. Well, my mom discovered the moon, so
right,
and
right.
and it's because the friends are like, shut up, we get it. Like
Yeah.
you're great, you know everybody,
Space
but like,
fucking sucks.
God, I've been around. I guess it's just like even like not dating, like just people like that in general. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, all right, we get it. Zeke took you to Nick and Sam's.
Yeah.
We get it. We get it. You're dating Tyler Sagan. We've all dated Tyler Sagan. Like, there's always like,
Who is that?
oh well.
Wow.
Sorry.
You Dallas people, if you've dated Tyler Sagan,
Forget
please
it.
put it into
You-
the
you
comments.
You,
All
yeah,
dated Tyler
yeah,
Sagan.
we all have.
I just wonder what happened to like all of their friends growing up or family. Like, did no one else pick this up?
Yeah, no one,
Like,
no one
you're
called him out.
You're 28 years old and you're doing this. Like the last 27 years, no one said anything about this. I'm sure when she was
Yeah.
a baby, she was still trying to do it. Just scream louder
I
because the
was
other
the
babies
first.
were
I was
screaming.
the first to walk.
I was
and
crawling
crawl.
at 1 month. So.
Yeah. It's just so it's exhausting.
Yeah,
Out
that,
there looking at. I
I-
see Penelope on a screen over here.
yeah, that would. I
Uh,
mean, yeah, that would be a hard pass for sure. That's. I mean,
And sometimes those are the prettiest girls.
oh, for sure.
Because that's the type of girl that if you're dating them, like you're gonna know everything about them, but they probably can't repeat much about you back to you. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah.
they're not engaging about you.
Oh.
And
And
there are
Just-
definitely guys like that too. I'm
That's
sure
a, that's a flag on a
I-
play for me. If that guy talks the whole time
Yes.
about himself
Mhm.
and never stops to compliment my earrings, then I may be
So
I
it's,
may be upset.
it's
but
funny that you said that because I said I'll tell people in sales and also other guys.
There she is. Oh God, I
Um,
look like her today.
But when you did that, I was like, you sound just like her.
Oh my God.
But I'll tell them that the like selling is not talking,
Right.
and dating is not talking. It's all about listening.
Listening,
Listening is
yes.
the most important thing you can do because as you're asking questions and talking, you want them at some point to be like, oh my God, I've been talking about myself so much. Like, yes, that's the point. Like, you want to give some back, but you want to know all these things that will help you, get to know them, not sell yourself.
Yeah.
Let them sell them.
You have 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Yeah.
Listen twice as much as you speak, as my father used to say to me. Because
That's
I wouldn't
beautiful.
shut up. Yeah.
Is that a
But it
hot
does
take?
translate to sales for sure.
What about, I just thought of this. I was trying to think of my own personal experiences. I love to put myself on blast, but don't ask me about anything personal, okay?
Respect the privacy.
Please respect my privacy. But, what, here I go. Somebody that I know got my initials tattooed on them after we broke up.
Tyler Sagan?
It was Tyler Sagan.
Wow.
And he was trying to use that as a way to get back together.
Damn.
And I was like, if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. To
So-
get back together. Like, we'd broken up.
It's a red ass.
He got the tattoo right here
On his chest?
Ooh, right
on
by
his
his heart.
chest, and it's still there to this day. I think I saw a photo of it not long ago. And but he it was like a well, what do we do now? And is this Tyler from the last from our other episode? Is this
Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
Waldrop? I invented Jupiter. Okay. Speaking of Jupiter, I'm going there after this with this outfit. But yeah, like I was like, if I didn't think you were unstable before, this is not a good sign. This was like a triple red flag. It was a black flag. It was a end this race. It was not good. Brent is
What?
unwell.
Yeah. First of all of these always throw me off when people get initials of someone tattooed because,
Mhm.
I mean, look at the divorce rates. Come on, like this is not a. It's
There's a 50% chance you're gonna have that lasered
more
off.
than 50% chance you're gonna have to cover that up. But, like, was it even a good tattoo? Like, what?
No, nothing.
It was
wrong.
just a big CY.
Yeah, it was just a CY.
He was on
No, it was.
Did he put like A next to it to, like after you told him no?
No. It was like a triangle with my initials. Great dude. He's doing great. I'm so glad you're thriving now. But
Is he?
I don't know actually. How
What-
does your girlfriend feel about the?
Those decision
should we
making.
call him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who,
wow.
call
who are these guys you
I
get
feel like I
into
really
these-
I act like I have never had any dating
I
experiences
feel like
ever,
you've dated
and I just
100 guys. Respectfully.
haven't.
I don't think you're a thought. I just think that like there's so many guys. You have so many stories.
no. These are like I
No
really,
thought intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thought intended, but you know.
Well, I thought that my dating stories were actually pretty boring, but now that I've been on the show, I just feel like I'm opening up to you. It's Juan. His presence I just
Yeah.
open up to him.
It happens.
Well,
I thought it only affected me, but you too.
Yeah, he has a presence.
Yeah,
It's
Make
very
everybody
very
open up.
thoughtful.
very thoughtful.
But no. So okay, wait, hold on. Let's end it with this. Let's talk about a flag on the play. You meet up with a girl. She's great, but she's got the initials of somebody else tattooed on her. It's over.
Yeah.
But she's got a tattoo. Like, what are your thoughts about
How
her?
big and where?
Yeah.
I think that would be my questions.
It's a tramp stamp. Lower back.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Yep.
Yeah. First of all,
Get that.
I'm just gonna be like you. That was
Desperate AF.
that was your tramp stamp. Like it was the initials. Like that's a bad tramp
Well,
stamp.
at least we know his favorite position.
Well, for sure.
Mm.
You had to-
And his face was also on the tattoo. Just
nothing
like,
comes between us, is what he was saying. I gotta. Here's the sitch.
Okay.
Um,
I'm tired of them because I just keep unveiling my secrets.
So you are you're some. It's kind of similar to the story you told where you want to meet up with somebody and they say like Thursday afternoon or whatever. You have plans to meet up with somebody, but you've been talking. You're like, well, let's just meet up tonight, and they're, doing something with other friends. But like, you can come,
Mhm.
but just know that I'm going to be doing this. But it's like, come out and do this. So you go knowing like this could end very bad because you're not meeting one-on-one for the first time. You're meeting out in a group setting at a bar.
This feels personal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
this-
would do that all day long. All day long.
Yeah.
I did that.
You should just bring the guys to everyone. Just a group date. It's a group.
It's a lot less pressure. It's just like, especially, I mean, I was being set up, so I met up with my friend and the friends that were also there. But I just think that's a great way to meet somebody and not make it a weird like.
For sure. So that's the side it could be, but then So the way that the story ended, though, was it was a birthday for her guy friend, which that was cool, but there was all these guys from Topgolf that they had just met that she kept going and talking to them like the entire night, which I was like, first of all, like, I get it, but I mean, like, all night, I mean, I don't know, like, I think at the end I was just like, I don't know, just go have fun with them. And then she was like, she did, and she was like, I don't appreciate you telling me that. I was like, but you did.
Should we call her? Should we?
I would love to,
Call her
but
and ask.
it was, I had a feeling. I was like, this isn't going to be a good vibe. First, only country music, that's bad.
Oh, it's that girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Red flag or yellow flag for all country? Like,
And all country
new
only?
country.
Yeah,
like,
red
she likes
flag.
Florida Georgia line. Well, like
Yeah.
that's your first date is like, let's go to see Florida Georgia line.
Well,
I thought that what they're called. It sounds so dumb when I say it out loud. Is that right? Florida Georgia line?
correct.
Georgia, Florida.
What?
Florida?
It's gonna be.
God, I just don't. No.
If that's all they listen to,
Mhm.
yeah, they probably only ordered chicken nuggets and
Hey.
Hey.
I
only.
only order
said
chicken
only.
nuggets.
Really?
No.
You need to expand your
A
mind.
lot, though. I
Mm.
like them.
Majority.
Well, there's a 100% chance that she will not be interested in me,
Or
No,
she will be.
Or she will be.
or well, I will never go home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No. I just bad taste in music is like a red flag for me. Or bad taste in shows, movies.
Bad taste in movies or comedy.
But your bad taste is not necessarily
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else's. It's compatibility, right?
True. Balance. It's all about balance. To wrap this up, though, what if she's never seen Ghostbusters? Deal breaker or not, Brent?
You know what?
This is a personal pain point for Brent.
Christiana and I have not seen
Never
Ghostbusters.
seen
That's why
Ghostbusters.
this is.
It depends on how old you are.
I was getting ready to say yes.
Okay.
If you're under 30, okay. If you're over 30, it's just kind of like, how have you not fucking seen Ghostbusters? There's only so many comedies about ghosts and stuff. I don't
And
know,
busting.
like it's and
What if
busting
their
and
favorite movie ever is the Ghostbuster reboot?
Ghostbusters
Oh,
2?
now that one,
That's
might
an
be a
even bigger problem.
Yeah,
That's a bigger
that
problem.
might be a problem.
that's a bigger problem. Only, and it's not because it was an all-women cast. It's because it wasn't
so
good.
bad.
It was
Yeah,
just terrible.
Yes.
It wasn't good. It's
Yeah.
not funny. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah, we'd have a huge problem because now I'm gonna like, yeah, it goes back to the taste. Like this is what you listen to. Like,
Like if Bring It On 2 was her favorite movie.
yeah, what happened to the
Ugh,
first
a
one?
sin.
You didn't like the first one?
Nope, we
come
just
on.
skipped right to the second one.
Well, anytime you like the sequel, that's probably going to be a problem too.
Unless it's The Godfather, then we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Terminator
that's
2. Terminator 2.
Aliens,
Yeah, there are some.
Lethal Weapon 2.
I liked Home Alone 2 more than Home Alone 1.
Oh,
What?
stop it now. Yeah, go
Get out.
What?
Get out of here.
No. Home Alone 3? No.
No.
That's even worse. With the
Home Alone 3 was like the new tech. It was
It
like
ha-
he
it was
had
the-
like a
it was-
video camera.
it was the nerd from Liar Liar. It was a kid. Just
Was
kind of a
it?
nerd.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The nerd. Oh. Oh.
Back to the Future 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not as good as the first one though.
No. Okay, I lied about Home Alone. I get the
Send us your
confused.
favorite sequels.
Let me know your favorite sequel.
Yes.
Are you a sequel lover?
Or if you like the third one of anything, then that would be.
That's a
If
problem.
you like the third one of anything, then yeah, we need to talk.
There's
I
like
can't even
a
think of them. What? Toy
Hmm?
Story 3.
John Wick.
John
I
Wicks
don't
are
even
good.
know what that is.
Those are good. Of course not.
Yeah.
I know. That's
Who was in that?
he's fighting in your hometown.
Rochester, New York?
Yeah. He's
There's
literally
no
driving
movie in
Rochester,
he's,
New York.
He's driving through Rochester and he's
Is it
fucking
New
people
York
up.
City? Because they're different places.
He's in
Not to
Rochester.
Brent.
He drives from Rochester into New York
He's in
City to fight
Poughkeepsie.
crime.
Oh.
He gets a
I
hotel
don't
room
think
because he's
so.
smart, you know.
Toy Story 3 is good, though.
Oh.
Is that the one where they were holding their hands in the furnace? They were about to burn to death. Is that the
What?
one?
No.
Schindler's List.
So,
That was
Toy
fucked up.
Story 3.
Actually, you're right. But I think it had a very good ending. I think they should have stopped there. It was
Yeah.
a great way to wrap up the series, and then they went to Toy Story 4. So
Rookie.
those are my thoughts on
mistake.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
your thoughts?
My thoughts.
That should be one if your date wants to go see Toy Story.
Ooh, wait. I have a last one because I saw something about this today. This is a here's a sitch, or either one. They're interchangeable to me.
A flag on the sitch.
A flag on the sitch flag. Really great, wonderful. You get along really well. But
Matrix is good.
loves like Disneyland, Disney World, go-to vacation spot. Y'all get married. She wants to go to Disneyland on your honeymoon. I was gonna say homecoming, honeymoon. Big Disney fan, like big Disney kid.
Unless you just
I've
won the
seen
Super
it.
Bowl, then no.
Are you a Disney? You're looking at me like you might. Or is this a?
Oh, I'm a Disney kid, but I just think this is funny because my mom has this thing where she like hates when adult women wear Disney characters
Yes.
on their clothes. Like it's her worst pet peeve
Yes.
ever. And it's
I
reminding
know
me of
some
that.
great people that they literally got married at Disney World and then they honeymooned at Disney World and they did the whole thing, the ears, the outfits, like everything. And I was like, no.
There's a difference between as a girl liking Disney princesses, like I'm a Disney princess girl, but like you're not gonna catch me in mouse ears ever. It's different.
I'm like, I don't know, like a couple's trip to
It-
Disneyland.
it's-
I'd be like, no, sorry.
No.
No.
Sorry,
First
some
of all,
adults,
first of all,
no.
don't even. That's the second best one. That's like watching
No.
a sequel. Go to Disney World at least.
Mm.
I mean, maybe if the engagement happens there because she's so obsessed and this is going to mean a lot.
They do a proposal.
The
The proposal.
the proposal, but not a honeymoon at
Yeah,
Disney
I
World.
literally saw it this week.
If I'm doing a honeymoon in Florida, get the fuck out of here.
Young Michelle's favorite movie was Chicken Little. Was Young Michelle
7.
12? Like,
She was young, remember? I forgot young Michelle versus old Michelle.
you know, if
I
you're
thought it was-
calling her Young Michelle, like
I thought it
she's
was
questionable young.
YUNG. I thought it was
Young.
YUNG.
Was she
I
Asian?
forgot how old was she when
No,
you
it
guys
was young.
dated?
20.
Yeah, that's her
20.
first.
I mean, yeah, you can't drink, you can't rent a car, like you're young.
Still, there's way better animated movies than Chicken Little.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's a bad that would be the red flag. It's not the animation. It's the
Ratatouille was way better.
yeah, it's the choice of
Shark
animation.
Tale.
Ratatouille.
Big fan of Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
You can tell a lot about people's choice in movies and comedy.
Especially Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been spooky enough.
Well,
This has been a spooky episode. A lot of ghosting.
You know, you
Now we know she's not dead, so I feel a lot better.
That's good. I can
could,
speak
could,
on that.
could that be something that you could do before to vet out a date? Is to see the last 50 songs they've listened to, the last 50 things they've watched.
What's your Google search history?
Ooh.
Well,
That's a question. I'm scared. I don't want to actually think about
But,
that.
but what me and Brent we did on the pod a couple weeks ago, we said let's look at your Explorer page.
Oh.
Get to
Mine's a
know
lot of
somebody.
Mine's just a lot of doodles.
A lot of
A
what?
lot of pups.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
mine's
Just-
mostly Bravo news, like Real Housewives, Vanderpump
Mhm.
Rules, like all different cast news. Why are
Mhm.
you looking at me like that?
That's
my
Bravo.
Explore page.
Oh,
She's
oh.
from Rochester. Get over it. What would yours be?
Well, we're not talking about that.
Yeah,
one.
why don't we
talked,
see
we
it?
talked about it on the
Let's talk about
pod.
it.
We talked about it on the pod.
Okay, so listen.
Actually, mine there was a lot of sports stuff, and also I had like a lot of black comedians.
Okay.
Brent?
mine was
a lot of thoughts.
mine was just porn.
Just booties.
Just a lot of porn.
A
Yeah.
lot of booties.
Also, somebody just had a comment that said Disney World's the #1 suicide destination.
What?
Like you go there to
Commit suicide?
do it, or you do it after a
I
trip
don't like
there,
this. Is
or what?
scary.
Either way, that's something that you
You
use.
go there to commit suicide.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
How are we supposed to end this, guys?
I'm gonna have to. Wait, can I say one thing before we end
Please.
it? I
Yeah,
just
leave
want
the
to.
music
Yes,
on. Thank you.
I
Wow.
just want to thank all the wingmanners watching because we've had a
Yeah.
lot of them in the comments, and we love you guys.
Sure do.
Specifically me. That's all.
We've had some friends of the show who were asking questions. Jules and Selena. Please like and subscribe. That's my cue to remind you to like and subscribe. Follow along for good things. Next week we go back to our pitch format where we've got. It sounds like I don't want to say names yet, but there's some business owners in the area.
Yeah.
Couple guys, couple girls. You'll see them on Instagram. We'll release who their it sounds very mysterious. We'll release their identities on Instagram on the Pitch Dating Show. Here you are. Like and subscribe. Follow along for more. Thank you guys for tuning in to Pitch Please. It's been fun to see you guys. Andrea, we miss you.
I
Miss
know.
you,
I
Andrea.
Miss you. I know she's
much.
watching. She posted a cute story. We hope that Sawyer's feeling well and you're here in spirit with the ghost of our friends past. Anyway, you guys are great. I'm exhausted. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. We are so glad to have you. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Are we good? I know.